kita.
From the whispered myth of ancient Greece to the epic poetry sung under African skies, from the haiku of Japan to the magical realism of Latin America, literature is the soul of a culture, written in words that survive time itself. World literature is not just about reading stories. It's about feeling what it means to be human across centuries, continents, and cultures. In this world literature class, we'll not just explore the greatest works ever written. We will also uncover how they shaped, questions, and transformed the world we live in. Hello, I'm Yuseano Kardiansyah. This is the introductions for world literature class. The objective of this subject is the students are able to understand the course design of world literature, meaning the subject will equip students with a comprehensive understanding of the structure, scope, and thematic framework of world literature. Specifically, students will be able to do several important things. Number one, identify and explain the course components, including major literary periods, genres, authors, and representative works from various regions of the world. Number two, understand the rationale behind the course design, such as the selections of texts, chronological or thematic sequencing, and the intercultural perspectives embedded within the syllabus. Number three, recognize the global and historical contexts that shape literary productions across different civilizations. Number four, appreciate the diversity of literary voices from multiple cultures, fostering comparative analysis and intercultural dialogue. And the last, prepare for deeper literary analysis in future modules by mastering foundational concepts introduced in the course layout. In this subject, the students will learn the theory of English literature as a part of world literature. They will also learn how to analyze the issues of English literature in the global context. Therefore, this subject will enable students to write an academic paper on world literature. There are three outcomes that the students must achieve. Number one, students are able to demonstrate academic integrity. As we know, academic integrity is about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It forms the foundations of a credible education, builds personal characters, and prepares students to be ethical professionals and global citizens. Number two, students are able to demonstrate understanding of critical theory in English language studies. This learning outcome expects students to go beyond memorizations of theory names. It's about using theory actively to better understand and critique the English language, its use in text, and its role in society. And number three, students are able to use knowledge of analysis in literary, linguistics, and educational theories in the research and profession. This means that students are not just learning what theories are, but are trained to use them skillfully in both scholarly and real-world setting across literature, language, and education. Beside program learning outcome, there are also three course learning outcomes that the student must achieve. Number one, students are able to explain basic philosophies and issues in world literature. This learning goal prepares students to be critical readers and thoughtful interpreters of literature from around the world. They will be equipped to understand how big ideas and urgent issues shape literary expression across time and culture. Number 2, students are able to explain the theories in analyzing world literature. This objective ensures that students can identify and describe major literary theories, explain their purpose and key ideas, and demonstrate how to use them when analyzing global literary texts. It prepares them for advanced literary analysis, academic writing, and critical discourse in the field of world literature. And the last, students are able to write an academic paper on world literature. This objective ensures that students understand how to engage with global texts academically. They can articulate their ideas in a scholarly manner, and they are ready for further academic or professional work in literature, cultural studies, or related fields. There are learning strategies to be applied in this subject. Number 1, lecture, in which the lecturer explains the topics related to world literature. It implies that the lecturer is responsible for introducing, clarifying, and contextualizing the various themes, authors, texts, and theories that fall under the scope of world literature. In this case, there are several things that the lecturer gives to the students. Number 1, provides background knowledge about the text, author, and context. Number 2, explain key themes and literary devices used in the works. Number 3, guide students in critical thinking by connecting text to historical, cultural, and philosophical backgrounds. Number 4, uses lectures, discussions, and media to illustrate complex literary ideas, facilitates analysis by modeling how to read and interpret world literature critically. And last, encourages cross-cultural understanding through discussions of literature from diverse perspectives. Beside lectures, we also apply presentation, in which lecturer and students discuss the topics related to world literature. It refers to an interactive teaching and learning process where both the lecturer and the students actively engage in conversation and critical dialogue about themes, authors, texts, and ideas found in world literature. In this case, there are several things that the lecturer and the students can do. Number 1, open-ended questions posed by the lecturer and responded by the students. Number 2, students' presentations or group discussion. Number 3, debates on the meaning of a text or theme. Number 4, sharing personal or cultural insights that relate to the literature being studied. And the last, collaborative analysis of metaphors, symbolism, and narrative techniques. The last strategy is article review and writing project. In this case, students are assigned to write an academic paper on world literature. This means that the students have been given a task or homework to create a formal written work, an academic paper that focuses on world literature. So, the students need to select a topic related to literature from various parts of the world, study it carefully, and then write a formal paper discussing its themes, significance, historical context, or other relevant aspects. And now, we will discuss the first material of world literature class, which is the basic principles of world literature. The objective of this first material is students are able to explain the basic principles of world literature. This means that the students will learn and understand the fundamental ideas or concepts that form the foundations of world literature, and they can clearly describe or articulate these principles. This might include themes like cultural diversity, universal human experiences, the influence of history on literature, or the way literature crosses national boundaries. The discussion covers literary works from around the globe, emphasizing the interconnectedness of literary traditions, the exchange of ideas between cultures, and the recognitions of literature as a global phenomenon rather than something confined to one nation or language. So, the students can discuss the key ideas that help explain how world literature functions, why it matters, and what distinguishes it from local or national literature. What makes this relevant with English literature? As we know that English literature has played a significant role in shaping cultural norms, philosophies, and artistic movements globally. The spread of the English language through colonizations and globalizations has allowed English literature to be widely read and studied around the world. Many writers who contribute to English literature today come from diverse cultural backgrounds, enriching the traditions with new perspectives, such as post-colonial themes of identity, power, and resistance in the works of authors from former British colonies. Therefore, discussing world literature is extremely relevant to English literature discourse in nowadays context. World literature, in contemporary understanding, refers to the circulations of literary works beyond their original national and linguistic boundaries. It emphasizes the ways in which literature travels, is translated, and is received in diverse cultural contexts. It means that world literature is a dynamic and evolving field that explores the interconnectedness of literary traditions across the globe. It encourages us to read beyond our own cultural boundaries and to appreciate the diversity and richness of human expression. David Damrosch argues that world literature is not simply a vast collection of texts, but rather a mode of circulations and reception. In accordance, Damrosch emphasizes that a work enters world literature by two aspects. Number one, being read as literature. Number two, circulating beyond its original linguistic and cultural context. Being read as literature means that a text can be a book, poem, story, play, or etc., is approached and appreciated primarily for its artistic and literary qualities, not just a simple story or information source, but as a crafted work of art. When something is read as literature, readers focus on, number one, its use of language, style, and literary techniques like symbolism, metaphor, or narrative structure. Number two, the themes and deeper meanings it conveys. And number three, its emotional, cultural, or philosophical impact. In other words, the text is valued for its creative and intellectual merit, not just its factual or entertainment content. While circulating beyond its original linguistic and cultural context means that the literary work is shared, read, and appreciated by audiences outside the culture and language in which it was originally created. For example, a novel written in Japanese that is translated and read by people in Brazil, French, or the US. Or a story rooted in a specific cultural tradition that becomes meaningful or influential in very different cultural settings. This circulation implies that the work transcends its original boundaries, allowing people from diverse backgrounds to engage with it, interpret it, and find value in it, even if they do not share the original language or culture.